Hi everybody. Hello. Oh, what have you done?
I knocked your plate into a
Okay,
plastic
it's
cup.
fine. Hello. So we had to tell this story that just happened to us because it was like the weirdest encounter. It was a bit weird.
It's fun.
It was fun,
we
but it was
met
a bit weird.
The locals.
We met the locals. So we're in New Orleans right now, and I was like, we've got to go get like, we got to
eat where the locals eat.
We got to go get some like boiled crawfish and boiled shrimp. So I looked up the best place on Yelp, and there was one like 2 minutes walk down the road. So we were like, okay, we won't drive, we'll walk. So we're walking, not talking, and this guy goes to us.
You recognised that we were foreigners. Oh well,
Yeah.
at least we weren't from here.
I guess
We're in the wrong
didn't.
part of town to look like we're from here, I think.
I did not. Yeah, I didn't see any white people. So I guess we just looked like we stood
We're
out.
in Tremay, which is particularly...
Is it? Okay, I don't know. I don't know anything. But so this guy's like, "Where are you all visiting from?" And I'm like,
Melbourne, Australia.
I said
he says.
Melbourne,
Really proud.
and he's like, I did not. I said Melbourne in Australia, and he said,
We're
my
dinky die fair dinkum from Melbourne.
yeah,
he
that's
said.
word for word what I said. And no, he said, I have a brother who lives in there. He runs an import-export business.
Well, do you believe that?
I don't know. Because I said to him, what part of Melbourne? He said, I don't know, I've never been there. So he starts telling us about this like restaurant that he and his wife own. His name was Chef Steve. So he and his wife have this restaurant, and he's like, okay, you're going to Cajun Seafood? And we're like, yep. And he's like, okay, well after that you've got to go to my place, which is down here, and he's like giving us directions. And then this woman...
And safety advice, like.
And say like stay in the well lit areas, like. And then this woman comes up and she's like, "You got $2, Big Daddy?" And he's like, "Do you see that I'm talking to people? You don't say good evening or say hi to my friends." And she's like, "I already said hi to them. We hadn't seen her." Like, so he's like, "Get out of here." So she goes off, and then he keeps talking to us. And then these little kids, like a group
Is
of
this,
like.
no, Lucky first.
Oh, and then Lucky comes. So then this guy comes like pelting by on a bike, and he's like, "Yo, what's up, Lucky?" And he goes, "Lucky is your movie, music, and porn guy." He's like, "Anything you want." He's got it for $10.
Any movie that has come out in America, Lucky has access.
Lucky has it for $10, high quality. And he's like, music, movies, porn. And, and he's like, "Yo, Lucky!" Like, to get him to come back to come talk to us. But Lucky was too far away, unfortunately. And then
Then the kids started pelting.
Then
us.
these like 6 little kids, like 6 years old,
Maybe the
7?
oldest was 9.
yeah, like little kids come up, and they're like chucking rocks. They're chucking rocks, and the guy's like
Maybe at Lucky? I don't know. At everybody.
at everybody,
At
like
the
just
lady
throwing
that said
at the
Big
lady
Daddy.
who was asking for $2. So he's like, "Guys, just stay here because if you walk now, they're gonna throw rocks at you." We're like, "Oh, okay." And he had a bike, so he's like, "Just wait here."
Chef
And he goes
Steve
off.
got on his bike.
And he rides it over them. He's like, "Stop throwing rocks." And they're like, "Fuck you!" And like giving him the finger and stuff. And he's like, "You're not gonna throw rocks at me because I'm black." I don't know why he thought that, because they've been throwing rocks at other black people, so I don't
Then
know.
he threatened them with a really loud.
Then he picked up a really big rock. He's like, "Stop throwing rocks!" And they just gave him the finger, like, "Fuck you, man!" And like ran off down the street.
Into the darkness.
And we're like, and he's like, "Okay, so come check out our restaurant." And that was it. So it was good.
And then we got our crawfish boil, and then he gave me his number.
Oh yeah, he gave us his number on the way back. He's like, "Call me and I'll give you all the local tips." And we're like, "Thanks, Chef Steve." So that was cool.
He
Laughed
recommended
and
Cafe.
hugged.
Yeah.
He recommended Cafe Dumont.
Yeah, he's like, "You
The
gotta
most
check out this
popular
place,
restaurant.
Chef." And I'm like, "Yeah, it's on my list."
The most popular restaurant in his
But it's nice that he was giving us Rex.
That's true. That's true.
Anyway, so
let's
now
eat this
look,
crawfish
we got crawfish. Woo! I can't wait to eat it.
potatoes.
And potatoes. I got everything.
Cob. Of course, yeah.
Everyone at the we went into the place, and everyone like had numbers for their orders to come up, and this guy takes one look at me and he's like, "Give me your name." And I'm like, "It's Sarah." He's like, "Okay, I'll let you know when yours is done." I'm like, I clearly
You
look
don't
like
look
I
like
have
it.
no fucking idea what I'm doing. Because I said to the lady, I was like, how much shrimp and crawfish should we get for 5 people? She's like, and she said like 2 pounds of shrimp, 3 pounds of crawfish. And I thought she was saying like either or. And I said, so like 2 pounds of each. She's like, that's not going to be enough for 5 people. And just
Did you
walked
walk
off.
off?
Like I was a fucking idiot and not worth talking to anymore. So I'm like,
And the new guy came into
okay. Anyway, so that's it.
Day one.
Day 1, New Orleans. Hello from Michael and Sarah. And from these guys, Michael, Steph, and Mo, who are keeping us safe. Bye.